Hi there, again, talking about updates going on with our property taxes here in the great state of Ohio. And at the county level, we are really starting to see some movement, meaning county auditors and county commissioners are saying, hey, we don't want to wait for state to make a decision. Maybe we need to start looking at this and address how this is going to impact our community specifically. So what we have is Butler County, whose commissioners are moving forward to approve as a $20 million in property tax breaks. This includes rolling back inside millage and doubling their homestead exemption, as well as a 2.5% owner-occupancy credit. So that is in Butler County. And Lucas County, after many appeals went out, community members wanted to make sure that they were disputing those values. The auditor is refunding millions of dollars in excess of property taxes that were charged, because they did find that there was a system error and they found that some of the values had been overinflated as a result. So there are homeowners in Lucas County that are going to be getting some return on their property taxes, as well as those property tax values lowered. Now, Trumbull County has come out and they have refunded more than $2 million. This is specific to farmers in that error, because there were errors in how the CAUV valuations were formed from 2020 to 2022. Now listen, here is what I'm going to tell you. We are hearing about money going back now as a result of all the questions that are being asked now. We want accountability, we want transparency, we're asking the hard questions, we're asking about why these values are just continuing to increase and increase and increase. Why are the expenses increasing to where these monies are just eaten up? And because of that, because of the pressure that is being applied, they are having to answer these very hard questions and give back some of this money. That is a start for what we are looking for when we start talking about property tax reform and or abolishing the property taxes. Now, as this movement has grown on, I think more people are not just looking for a reform. We are actually saying it's time to abolish property taxes, because you have not been good stewards of it. We didn't have transparency. There is no real accountability where the money has gone, how that money is there, and why it has continued to come out of our pockets. So I think we're going to still continue to see this going on, but I just wanted to give you an update. These are just 3 of the counties that have come out formally and are saying, yes, there has been errors, there has been more value charged than what is legitimately held, and people are disputing the property tax value, which then that appeal process goes through. A year later, you find out, hey, I wasn't wrong, my value shouldn't be that high, therefore my property taxes should be lower. There are other counties that have a standard refund and credit system available when there is overpayments. Now, if you haven't checked that out, this is for Franklin, Cuyahoga, and Portage. If you are in any of those counties, that may be an easier way to say, hey, I should be getting a refund on my property taxes. But what I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to continue to remind you as we start heading through this fall season into the winter, the time to file your property value dispute for property taxes is going to come up very quickly on January 1st. Regardless of where we are with this petition, regardless of what DeWine comes back from his task force and says, here's how we're going to resolve this, regardless of what the counties are doing, I'm going to encourage you as a homeowner to make sure that you file a dispute. Because what this is going to do, just like in these examples, it is going to hold the county auditors at bay. It's going to say, we want accountability. We want to know how you came up with this number. And if you can't justify it, then my number needs to be supported. And really, rightly so, I need to be getting my property taxes lowered and I need to be getting a refund. Because if they can say that they saw that there were errors in their systems for a given year, or in the case of Trumbull County for a 2-year period, don't you think there are other counties who've probably had errors and nothing's been called out? Don't you think that there are houses that have been overvalued and people have paid higher property taxes that didn't think to question it, that maybe could have gotten money refunded or the value lowered? I'm just going to say, if it happens once, it's probably happened multiple times. And when we see that it's already come out, that multiple times it has happened, then it should absolutely raise the red flag and say, there is a reason to question how these systems have been determining this value and why, if that is not supported, then we need to get that money back and the property taxes need to be lowered. Just wanted to give you this quick update. Your call to action is to continue to sign the petition when you have the chance. Only sign it once. Don't do it twice because it's not going to gain you anything, right? And we don't want signatures thrown out because somebody did it more than once. So if we accurately collect those signatures on the petition, we turn in those by the end of this year for a ballot election in May with midterms. If we can make that, that would be phenomenal, and maybe we can see a change. But irregardless of anything else that's going on, please understand, you're going to start hearing a lot more stories of fear. What happens when there aren't any schools? What happens when there's no funding here, or they're going to raise the taxes on everything else in order to compensate if you do away with the property taxes? All the questions that are out there are what need to be happening behind the doors right now with our legislators. They should be able to address these issues. How's the funding? Where do we need to go? What's our budget? What's our income? How do we resolve this? And give the homeowners a break. So long story short, we are making some progress. Just keep it up. And if you have any questions or you have an update in your area that hasn't yet hit my news desk, please let me know, because I want to make sure everybody in our state is aware where we stand with our property taxes in the state of Ohio. Take care. See ya.